So we're ready to make a start. I'm going to be using idle, but you can follow along using Trinket or any other IDE that you've chosen to work with. The first thing that we'll focus on is just outputting data to the user. One of the best things about using a shell interface like this is that we can instantly see the result of things. It's really good for prototyping, for understanding your code. It's also good for figuring out how specific functions work, or maybe you've forgotten some syntax and you just need help remembering. You can open up shell, type some commands quickly, see the result instantly. So we want to output data to the user. We can do that by using a print command. We use a print command by typing print. As with all functions, procedures, methods, or commands in Python, you follow the command with a pair of brackets. Inside the brackets here, we need to put whatever we want to display to the user as output. I'm going to start off just by putting a really difficult calculation, the most difficult one I can think of. So let's try printing 2 plus 2. I'll hit return and we're provided with the result of that calculation. We've got a print command. The print command is followed by a pair of brackets, and inside those brackets you put anything you want to output to the user. We could output some text to the user. So maybe we'll output a message to the user. We'll just say hello. But we get our first error. We've got a name error. Hello is not defined. You see, any text that you use in Python that you want Python to treat as text, you need to include it in speech marks or quotation marks, single or double quotes. If you don't include it in single or double quotes, Python will think that you're trying to use a variable or a function or command with that name. We don't have a variable or function or command with the name hello. We need to include the word hello within speech marks. We try again. We get the result that we were expecting, hello to appear as output. Great. With a print command, you can output multiple pieces of data, things. So we've got the string hello. We could include another string. This print command now has 2 strings within the brackets. They're separated by a comma. We've got 2 separate strings. Each string has its own set of speech or quotation marks, which makes it a string. Each string is separated by a comma. I can run that, hit return, and we get a result. Hello there. And it's put both strings together with a space in between. Now, to avoid any confusion, we don't need to separate words. We could have a string of just hello there. We don't need a comma to put in a space or anything like that. It's just that we can print out separate pieces of data, which is really useful because maybe I have 7 bananas. The print statement will join all of this data up and output it correctly to the user. We've got a string, then a comma, then a number or an integer, a whole number, an int, then a comma, and then another string or piece of text along with the closing bracket. Running that code, we get the output of I have 7 bananas. Now, this becomes more important when we try to involve variables. Variables are a key part of programming. They let you reuse and modify data, which might not sound important, but it's what makes everything tick in your computer. We're saving a piece of data to memory so that we can use it throughout our program. To make a variable is really simple. You just need to think of an appropriate name for your variable. I have one. I want to store the amount of bananas I have. So I can make a variable and just call it bananas. I've got the word bananas. That's the name of my variable. I can give my variable a value to hold. We can think of variables as containers or a box. This box is holding a piece of data. This box is going to hold or be assigned the number 7. So I have 7 bananas. Bananas is holding 7. I can run my print statement again. I have, and instead of typing the number 7, I'm going to type the word bananas with no speech marks so that I can use the variable that I've made. I have bananas, bananas, and we get the same output as before. The word bananas in the middle of this print statement. The computer knows that this is a variable because we haven't got speech marks around the word bananas here. So the computer has looked up this word bananas. It's found that bananas is holding 7, and we've replaced bananas here with the number 7. I have 7 bananas. I went for a walk. And I walked past a banana tree. I decided to pick up 3 bananas from this banana tree. I now have 3 more bananas than I had before, but I need to program that. My bananas variable is now going to be holding the amount of bananas that I had before, plus the 3 that I picked up. So what I've done here is I've just added 3 to the amount of bananas I was holding before, and I've updated my bananas variable with the result of that calculation. I can run another print statement, and I can now say, I now have bananas, bananas. Okay, introduction to variables and print statement. We can output multiple things in a print statement by separating them with commas. We can give a variable a name that makes sense and assign to it using an equal sign. On the right-hand side of the equal sign, we put whatever data we want to assign to that variable. It can be a number or an integer, like it is in this program, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a piece of text or more complex things that we'll get onto in later videos.